Okay, we're about a month into summer, and the summer produce is now on store shelves. Seanna Thomas is here with Meal Prep Monday, and we're all smiling because we're going to be talking about the fruits of all the labor in Ontario, but also some pretty impressive stuff here, Seanna. So what are we starting off with here? Because we were all joking about chia. Chia. We had chia.
I was like, oh, these are the seeds that grows the hair.
The hair.
Seanna's like,
not quite
it's not
hair.
hair. It's like grass.
Yeah, it's grass.
So what have we got here?
So if you have an abundance of fresh fruit, which we do right now,
so
I mean,
lucky.
if you're going strawberry picking or getting stuff from the farm, blueberries are amazing.
On sale too.
Yeah, and don't let it go bad. Like for meal prep especially, the worst part about it is buying all the stuff with good intentions and then letting it go to waste, right? So if you have a ton of fruit, you can make jam out of it if it's getting a little mucky. And you don't have to cook it, or you can. This one is cooked, but it's about 2 cups of fruit, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, a little bit of water. You cook it down, and you don't even have to add sugar.
Wow.
Because the fruit is so sweet.
Really?
And it cook it down, and it makes this delicious jam. You guys can try it here.
Yeah, you put it on this
So
Triscuit.
You cook it down.
So is this strawberry jam?
you just on the stove, so you put it on the stove, low heat, kind of stir it as you go, and when it gets to this jammy consistency, you just take it off. Really, really simple. A little lemon juice in there as well.
Okay.
But if it's not very sweet, like you have fruit that isn't, you can add a little honey, a little sugar, but it's a great way to make small batches of jam that you can keep in your fridge.
Would you call that strawberry jam? Or
Yeah,
would you
what's
call
in
it-
this one?
I call it chia jam just because I think people like to know that chia's in there. But these are the same chia seeds that were used on those chia pets, like way back in the day, right?
Back in the day,
And they do sprout, and they absorb tons of water. So you have to hydrate if you're going to have a lot of that stuff.
That will last how long in the fridge?
I would say it would last for at least a couple of weeks, maybe 3. Yeah, and you could freeze it too if you want to keep it for a long time. Yeah.
That is so delicious. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's skip the dessert.
Yes, so this is a fresh fruit galette. And what I like to call it is like the lazy man's pie. Because you make the pastry in a food processor, normal stuff, flour. I added some almond flour in there, and then some cold butter, a little water, nothing crazy in there. And then you just put it in the fridge to set up maybe for 20 minutes, half an hour. You flatten it out. The more rustic, the better. You don't have to have perfect edges. You pile a bunch of fruit in the middle that's mixed with some cornstarch and sugar just to, soak up all those juices. And then all you do is fold it in, and it doesn't have to be perfect at all. And then you bake it for half an hour. That is it. And it is so good out of the oven.
It looks amazing.
Here, I'll give you guys a little
And it looks super
slice.
fancy.
You just serve it like
It does look fancy,
It's got
right?
a French name, right? A galette?
Galette, yes. So
Merci
really, really
beaucoup.
delicious.
What does galette mean? Like
it
a
means
open
lazy man's pie.
Lazy man's pie. We'll go with that.
Yeah,
feel
exactly. Yeah, it's
Oh
so
my gosh,
good though, and you
this
can use
looks so
any fruit.
good.
You can use peaches, nectarines, apples. Like make a little apple galette.
Is there cherry in this?
This is cherry and strawberry.
Okay.
So I had a ton of cherries and strawberries
that.
in my fridge. So perfect.
beautiful.
Isn't that good? Really good, fresh out of the oven.
Yeah.
Like definitely the pastry is a little softer, and you
could add ice cream to
Oh,
it.
you could add ice cream.
Oh, ice cream
Whipped
with
cream,
this, yeah.
right? Like you said before, these are just vessels for the ice cream and the whipped
deliver the
cream.
whipped cream,
Yeah, but a great use of fresh fruit because it uses about 4 cups. And if you're in a pinch, you can add some frozen in there too.
Right.
Beautiful. Okay, next up, Seanna, we have this lemon blueberry, and you call it quick bread. Is it quick to make?
Yeah, so quick to make. So it's like a banana bread in that you don't need yeast. There's no time to let it rise.
Right.
You just mix everything together and bake it up. And I love this recipe because it has some oats in there, so it's high in fiber. I use Greek yogurt. I don't think I've used it in a couple of weeks, so I had to bring it back, right? So there's a cup of Greek yogurt in there. There's 3 eggs in there as well. So there's a good amount of protein too.
Yeah.
But you can use up about a cup of fresh blueberries. You could use strawberries. You could use whatever fruit you like in there. Isn't that good?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And what's the drizzle?
The drizzle is just a lemon glaze as well. So there's juice and zest from one whole lemon
do the
in the
zest.
bread. But then I
Wow.
like to use a glaze with a little bit more lemon on top as well. Isn't
You
that
can really,
so
the
good?
lemon zest and the blueberry, the two together.
The combo is
It's a really good
undeniable.
combo.
So,
how long
so
does
good.
that cook for?
That cooks for
my
about
goodness.
50 minutes. So it's almost an hour in the oven. It gets a nice crust on top of it. And you can double the recipe, keep one in the freezer for, meal prep or if people drop by. Great as a gift as well, but such a great way to use up that produce that we have right now.
My birthday is
This
coming
is a
in
gift.
September.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Same here. What are you going to get for us,
Yeah, I
Seanna?
know. It's the cakes.
I'm
Cakes all
just
around
saying, I can't
September.
wait
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right,
And
we
people
find
can
the
find
recipes.
these. Yeah.
Yes, Seanna Thomas Nutrition. All the recipes and videos will be there on Instagram and Facebook coming up.
Yay.
Yes.